So right now we're taking the accumulated sediment from the pond that over the years has run off from the parking lots, roadways, pine needles, organic stuff that has come into the pond. As the sediment builds up, there's less storage capacity in that pond. So when we have a big rain event, it can't hold as much water, which just helps contribute to some of the flooding that happens. A lot of these ponds are designed to hold water as a retention pond when the rain event happens. And as that builds up, it gets shallower, and there's just less volume in the pond to hold the rainwater. So we're taking that muck out. We're using this machine here. Right now we have a hydraulic dredge head with an auger to chew up that organic muck, stir it up so I can pump that slurry ashore through this whole system we have set up into these two large dewatering bags. These are EnviroTubes dewatering bags. They will each hold about 300 cubic yards of sediment. We do an injection of polymer into it so that it separates the solids from the water. The solids stay in the bag. The water drains back out into the pond. This here is a sample port. We can open this up, get our sample to see that those solids are flocking out. We have one over here that right now this one's a lot of light fluffy, sometimes you get heavier sediment, but it causes that mucky slurry to separate. So you have the solids drop to the bottom, clear water on the top, which is what'll be happening in the bag. And that's what we want, is all the solids to be down and the water to drain off the top. And that allows it to dewater in 1 to 2 months to then haul the material away once it's dry enough to go in a dump truck. But this will just kind of reclaim the original depth of the waterway so that it has the storage capacity of water when there's a rain event. It really depends so much on how much organics is falling in, whether it's from leaves, from mowing the lawns, and what is the runoff area. I think this one is just this parking lot. Some, you have a whole neighborhood of runoff, and so you'll get a lot more solids, a lot more sediment from the roads. So unfortunately, it's hard to say. There's no standard. I mean, there are, if there's a construction site somewhere close to the runoff area, you can fill up a pond like this in a couple of years if there's a big housing development coming up. And if it's well maintained and it's just the organics coming in from the trees around, it might be 20 years. If you suspect your pond is filling up, I mean, what I end up doing to then go out and say, yes, you have a problem, we need to remove the muck, is go out in a little boat and a pole. I have a special metal pole, and I just kind of poke around. You can feel the muck, and then you push it through that muck until you hit bottom. I mean, every pond around here, when they dug it, the bottom is pretty much clay. So you'll feel the bottom, but sometimes you'll push down through 5 feet of muck before you get the bottom. But this will just kind of reclaim the original depth of the waterway so that it has the storage capacity of water when there's a rain event, try and minimize flooding.